in this video we're going to be sharing some tips on how to build this desk. But before we get started, just a couple reminders. This desk will take about 100 minutes to assemble with 2 people and longer with 1. Make sure that you have a Phillips head screwdriver and just be sure all the pieces are facing the right way as you're putting it together and you'll do great. So with that, let's get into it. Remember, in these tips we won't cover every step, so just make sure you also follow the instructions and do all the steps in between. For step 6, we're going to show you how to pull apart your sliders. So first thing you want to do is pull out your slider all the way, and then you're going to find this little lever here. Push down on that, and this should just come apart nice and easy, and then you'll be good to move on to the next step. In step 10, we'll be attaching piece 1 to pieces 6 and 8. So this is pretty easy to do. You just want to make sure that you have all of the cam bolts lining up with all of the cam lock holes. So go ahead and put these together. All right, and once we have those together, then we can go ahead and put in all of our cam locks. All right, once you have those all tightened, then you're good to move on to the next step. In step 12, we're going to be putting together pieces 2 and 3, and then pieces 4 and 5. And when you're putting these together, you want to make sure that you have pieces 2 and 4 facing the right way. And with these, you want to make sure that the side that you're attaching is the side with these holes on the outsides of the cam bolts, and not this other side where the cam bolts are on the outside. And then that way the dowels can go into all the spots they're supposed to. So we'll go ahead and put this together. Make sure that's nice and flush, and then you can go ahead and put in all of your cam locks. All right, once you have those all tight, then we can do the same thing again with the other pieces. Once again with those dowel holes on the outside edges. And then we can put in our cam locks. Okay, and once you have everything tight, then you're good to move on to the next step. In steps 13 and 14, we'll be attaching the legs to the desk. So we'll want to start by standing up our legs, making sure that we have the right leg on the right side. So you'll have this curved edge facing the top of the desk. And then you want the side with the cam bolts on the bottom so that it attaches to these 2 pieces here. So we'll go ahead and fit this into the top of the desk. And then we'll go ahead and attach piece 7 on the bottom. Once those are all together, we can go ahead and put in all of our cam locks. All right, and once we have all of those cam locks tightened, then we'll go ahead and do the other side. All right, and then we'll go ahead and attach this just like we did on the other side. All right, and once we have those 2 pieces together, we can go ahead and put in all of our cam locks. All right, once all of those are tight, you're good to move on to the next step. For steps 17 through 19, we'll be showing you how to put together the drawers. We've already done this one here, but we'll be showing you how to do the other one. So we'll start with piece 12. We'll stand that up with the groove facing up, and we'll take piece 11 and line up that groove with the cam lock holes facing away, and then we'll go ahead and put in 2 screws. And then we'll do the same thing again on the other side with piece 10, cam lock holes facing away and the grooves lining up. We'll go ahead and put in our screws. All right, once those are tight, we're going to go ahead and put in our back panel. So we'll slide this in along the grooves. And then we'll put piece 14 on top with this cam lock hole facing up and towards the front. Then we can go ahead and put in our last screws. All right, once those are tight, then we're going to go ahead and put on our front piece. You just want it so this cam bolt is facing towards the bottom of the drawer, so it goes in with piece 14. We'll go ahead and line up all of those cam bolts with the holes. Then we can go ahead and put in our cam locks. All right, and once those are all tight, then we're done with our drawers. And then we'll go ahead and insert them so that the handles are touching just like this, and then you're all done. We hope this video was helpful for you in assembling your new desk. For more guides, tips, and tricks, head on over to walkeredison.com.